And we've got one great show ahead of you.
I love it when I can stump the chooch.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one, Frank.
And welcome to another exciting edition of the Great Lakes Smoke Show. Take it away, Ron.
Good evening, aficionados, and welcome to the Great Lakes Smoke Show. So great to have you here on another evening. We are excited. We got a great guest this week coming up, and we're going to have some fun with him. A guy who most of you probably are seeing on the pages anyway with his own show. So it's going to be a lot of fun picking his brain about what he does, and he can have some fun picking our brains. But welcome again. Everybody get your watch party up and share with everybody you know, and have some fun with us.
Get ready, folks. Get ready to have your brain picked. You know, I just don't understand the stuff that Ronnie says. I mean, getting our brains picked.
Better than you know.
All right, Ronnie, introduce to who we are, because
Egyptian times, you know, when you're mummified, they'd pick your brain out. You know?
We're getting our brains picked
Don't
again.
they used to pull it out of your nostril, right?
Well, the two assholes in Florida right now are down there. That's my cousin Frank and my brother Bob over there. They just love to goof on people. I'm Ron. This is Kyle.
Hey,
how you doing, everybody? Welcome,
up, folks?
Mind-picking show, if you want to say that way. How does that sound? Oh, God. All right, we got a bunch of people jumping on board already. Started the party. Enjoy. Yes.
Absolutely.
And feel better.
Very good.
Hell yeah, there it is, babe.
Gary's jumping on little by little. Everybody's coming on. Welcome, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, buddy.
I
Yolanda.
saw right.
Jose-
Happy Thanksgiving, Yolanda. Thank you for jumping
Jose
on.
traveled far because he was on the BCA show before our show. So, I mean, he traveled far to get to our show. You know?
He did. He's gonna phone me.
Brad Burko. Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Ciao, Brad. How are you?
Brad.
What's up, guys?
Excellent. Not bad. So, well, as everybody's jumping on, we'll just hold on a little bit and do a little talking while the others are getting on and getting ready for our special guest. How about you Floridian guys? How cold is it? Tell the world how
52 degrees here tonight.
Bob has his jacket on.
I got my little hoodie on tonight.
I have a long sleeve underneath the Great Lakes, polo. And I'm ready to talk to our guest, because you know what? I think it might be a little colder.
I think so.
In Colorado Springs, I think that's where he said he was. So maybe we should bring Ryan on just to say hi and see how cold it is there. And let's throw him in here. There he is.
Hey guys. Yeah, it's cold here. I'm just north of Colorado Springs, and it is in the 40s here. It's not crazy, but not moving. Kind of get a little cold at some point. So got a little glow over here. Don't worry. It's just my propane fire pit.
Gotcha.
You have a glass of antifreeze at least? Or? I know we do.
We do. Listen,
yes.
I needed to bring this.
I have a glass of antifreeze.
We needed
aged moonshine to keep him warm.
Mine's frozen. I just got it out of the freezer. Nice and cold.
What is that? I couldn't read it.
I don't know what Ronnie's smoking.
I don't know what he's smoking.
He's smoking.
I can't really read it. Can't read it.
All right.
All right.
Woodford.
I think you got like something on the lens there.
No,
Yeah, probably Ronnie's. I don't want to say. It might have been what he had for dinner tonight. It could have
be.
He might have, done something with that.
I don't know. I don't even want to go there.
I don't even want to go there.
Anyway,
All I know
let's
is
move on.
I'm using my humidimeter to get a good reading
Absolutely.
on my stick.
So, Ryan, tell us a little bit about what's going on and how'd you get started in cigars and your beautiful show?
Yeah, I started with cigars when I turned 18 legally. Anyways, my uncle and I he got a beer for me and bought a cigar, and that kind of started my obsession with cigars. And I kind of been off and on for a long time now, but I use cigars to actually quit smoking cigarettes. And so ever since then, I've been on, I don't know, 2-3 a day, more sometimes if I can. I love everything about what I primarily love about cigars is it's, I take the Abe DeBabness stance on cigars. It's an experience.
Yep.
Everything with cigars is an experience. What makes a bad cigar outside of bad construction, everything else? But you can have a quality cigar, have terrible conversation, have idiots around you, and it ruins the whole experience. So
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely. That's why I don't smoke with Ronnie. That's why he's there, and I'm smoking with Bob.
Poor Ronnie.
Gloves have come off like big time.
They become two scums. You know what I mean? You can't talk about it. Look at that.
Frank has been mixing this tub of mud all day, just waiting to sling it at you.
I think I'm just enjoying the Woodford Reserve. That's all.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much.
It's all good. It's all good, Ryan.
That's all right. I'll be joining those bums in a little bit. So,
Yeah,
I'm
years
looking
from now,
for my
years
house.
from now.
You're moving here?
Yes.
For a house.
All right.
Be moving at some point.
All right. Good for you, man. Good for you.
Well, you're not the only one who's escaped, Illinois. I hear Ryan Miller has made the escape too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, absolutely. Born in the south side of Chicago.
Sorry
Irving
about
Park. I am too.
Wow, outside.
I always tell people, that I meet, I'm like, I'm from Illinois. Don't hold it against me, though. I had nothing to do with that choice. And my wife and I came out to Breckenridge on our honeymoon, actually, and we just absolutely fell in love with the country, the mountains, everything. And we really wanted to move out here. And I've been in sales for 20 years. And I didn't really like what I was doing at the time, and I wanted something different. So my wife looked at me, and she's like, hey, just go do what you do. And I said, are you serious? And she goes, yeah, if something comes up in a few months. In my head, I'm like, I'm a better salesman than a few months. 2 weeks later, I told her I got a job offer, and within a month, we were out here. So,
Wow,
it was
that's
really,
quick.
really quick.
And where is she from?
Naperville. So Illinois.
Okay. So you're both Illinoisans. All right.
Yeah. Well, we had to leave. I didn't make enough money for the taxes to live in Illinois.
Yeah, definitely.
I hear you.
So you were forced to leave.
Absolutely. Yeah, because the taxes broke my back. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, I've been forced to leave 3 states now. New York,
but
Jersey, and Illinois. And the
Yeah,
taxes
but
are just
government agent
unbelievable.
forced you?
And when you reach Bob's age, 100, you've already paid more than you'll ever see.
The government should be paying me now. I mean, come on, really.
Never.
It's true. So tell us a little bit, a real quick first thing before we go to commercial break, because I know Ronnie's going to hit me up with sponsors any second now.
Exactly.
Your very first guest, who was it, and why did they come on your show?
So at the time, I have a really good buddy his name is Gershon, and he was friends with George Rico of Gran Habano.
Okay. Yep.
And I mean, I was really, really virgin in this, like really, 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 really fresh. And he just kind of reached out, befriended me, and started introducing me to George. We became friendly, and next thing I know, George sent me a few things to do some reviews on, and came on my show, and it was awesome. I was really, really nervous. So if you guys watch my early shows, it is not what it is now. It's outside, but yeah, no, George Rico was my first guest, and I absolutely loved it. And he's always got a position back on the show if he ever comes on.
Yeah, George is a great guy. We met George at PCA. Very nice super person. Nice guy. Super nice guy.
George is great.
Oh, we got a lot in common because you go back and watch our first show. We are complete crap. I mean,
yeah, we shit the bed so often. We shit the bed so often. They had to change the sheets many times.
Yeah, that's not good, Kyle. You're giving crap a bad name.
We were sad they kicked us off FM radio. Okay.
Wow. I don't know what these two guys are talking about, Ryan. I don't know. What a bad rap. I guess their brains have been picked out already. Forget about it. Useless nonsense talk. But yeah, so you left the wonderful state here and you went over to Colorado High. How's it going for you out there?
Colorado, it's fantastic. Yeah, Rocky Mountain High,
Colorado High.
I'm drink, everybody.
It's Colorado. Everybody seems to be high in Colorado.
This is not a real cigar, guys. Just telling you, this is a Colorado.
Nice. And before he gets too deep in that, Colorado High, as Ronnie would say.
Yes,
let's Mountain High. Let's go to some sponsors because I know Ronnie's going to give me a hard
part of it running. Go for it.
Oh, first sponsor is what? The ganja?
Ganja.
Yes.
The Ganja High. Go ahead.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar. RnA Treasures out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Kristoff Cigars uses only the highest quality double and triple fermented tobaccos from around the world, which are then artfully blended. Whether you're looking for the smooth, mild, and full flavor of the Kristoff Connecticut, or the savory and full body found in the Pissed Off Kristoff, they have a cigar to satisfy the palate of the most discriminating aficionado. It all begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our two major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars, designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're back. All right. Thanks for hanging in there, Ryan. Of course, we always have to do some business, and I know how easy once in a while Frank forgets to do that, so I got to keep him straight. You know what I mean?
Hey, you got to keep the show going, and that keeps the show going. Absolutely. That buys the booze and the cigars for the show.
Exactly. Who else is
Otherwise, there's no show. That's it.
See how steady that hand is? I probably drink with this hand.
Someone's Blazing Saddles fan.
Yeah.
That movie could never be made. There will never be a remake.
Wait.
Never.
And I don't know how true it is, but I heard he wants to do another movie and he wants to put it out there and he doesn't care.
Well, he's not doing a Blazing Saddles.
He is doing some kind of movie in that, and he doesn't care what people say. He doesn't care about PC.
Well, he's 100 years old. He's going to die anyway.
Exactly. So. He doesn't care. So
go out with a bang, man. That's it.
Absolutely.
Let everybody talk about you for the next 20 years, you know?
Anyway, Ryan, so have you adjusted well? Are you happy out there? Things are coming along and we're doing what you expected to do. How's it going in general?
Love it. I actually just started a new job that so my wife and I had a daughter about 5-6 months ago. Actually,
congratulations.
Thank you. So I was kind of doing my own thing in insurance, and insurance takes a couple of years to build up that book of business before it really starts paying for it. And so I decided to go back into the corporate world. And it allows my wife to stay home and help raise her daughter. So we're really happy right now. It's been struggles, since the daughter's been here. But my wife's friend told her, we've had 11 years together. We've had 11 years to get to know each other. We're relearning each other with a daughter. We're relearning each other with a kid around.
Nice.
And we're learning my daughter. So it obviously it just comes quick. 9 months happens very quickly. So it's been a lot of fun. I would absolutely never change anything. And I sure as shit would never go back to Illinois.
I hear you there.
Cheers.
Let's drink to that.
Cheers.
Although, with him growing up in Evergreen Park, used to be the best bakery down there called Naples.
Did Frank and Bob freeze? Look at them. Are they in Star Trek time? Look.
I don't know. Yeah, they're out. They're frozen.
I mean, if I give him the finger, it's okay.
Oh, hey, you can give him the finger because it won't go out on the podcast, so it's okay.
Oh, that's good. That's all right. So here you go, guys.
But Ryan agreed to the bakery. He must have visited that place many times when he was down there.
Not many times, but we have gone there. So I'm Greek. I know I don't look it, but if you saw my grandfather, he is.
With a name like Miller, or is that your stage name?
That's actually, obviously, that's on my dad's side. Tamaris is my mom's last name.
Tamaris.
And that's like straight off the boat Greek. Okay. And so we would actually go down to Greek Town every Christmas and get fresh bread, tomatas, kalamatas, olives, cheese. Wow. And so just all the smells of that. Anytime I walk into a place and they've got like that fresh bread, it just brings me back to going and get the bread for Christmas. So,
there you go. Well, Diganis, very nice, very good. Yeah. I had a Greek partner once, a nice guy. We did good. We owned the pizzeria together.
Oh, there you go.
So J&R Pizza World back in the day.
Huh.
There used to be a record company called
What
J&R
business
Pizza
haven't
World.
you been a part of?
Someday I'll have to let you know.
Well, I tell you, my grandfather had many restaurants, and even one in Florida, which is how actually my mom and dad met when my mom was in high school. But the Greeks have the best restaurants, and not only that, but they are diners.
Right, there's a difference.
They are also like some of the most friendliest people. Like my grandfather would just walk around. There's a place called Huck Finn's in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And my grandfather would just walk around. He never even worked there. He didn't know anybody there, but he would just walk around. Hey, how you doing? How's your food? People would think he was the owner, and he was just start. It was a little embarrassing when you're like 12, but it was fun. I miss him. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I tell you, I used to go to this Greek restaurant when I worked down south of here, and they used to have the best soups. I'd have I'd go there for lunch. They give you like a huge thing of soup, like these fresh bread, so you can dip it into your soup and this and that. I mean, it was probably some of the best eating you could ever get on.
We're holding the show's going. I don't know. You guys are off.
What happened?
It's Bob. They're trying to find out what's going on.
Oh,
you continue.
They're not on. So Bob and Frank are actually calling into the show now because they can't get on.
So two heads, I guess, aren't better than one?
Yeah, well, as the technical director of the show, I wish I could help them, but I am not near them. So I can't figure out. So their internet must be messed up.
We're going to tell everybody that it might be.
Oh, you know what it is? It's that cold snap in Florida right now.
Well, you know what I was about to say, their technology is not used to this cold weather. So I mean, the routers and the internets, they're probably like freaking out. They're like, we can't handle the cold weather. But yeah. So.
All right, folks, just to give you a little bit of an update, where Frank and Bob is in Florida, StreamYard service is down there. So just in case we
it's
lose,
up here.
Yeah, it is.
So we're fine.
They might they're going to reboot and see if they can come back on, Ryan. So we might lose you for a second. If that happens, please jump right back on.
Actually,
we're going to apologize.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Well, you see what happens? Karma, right? Karma. They were such scum to me. They treated me like garbage, and the big man upstairs said, right to him. I love it. What a great guy.
So I got a question for you guys.
Yes. Go ahead.
What are you guys smoking tonight?
Well, tonight I've got myself a Monte Cristo, the Platinum Series, and it's great. It's a good draw, very nice draw, nice even burn. Montes make good stuff. What are you going to do?
Absolutely.
Can't say anything wrong about that.
The unfortunate problem with me is so last week I was off the show because I was sick. I'm still dealing with like a very sore throat cough here, so I am taking another night off of smoking and to try and keep everything clean as I'm going. So, unfortunately, not having a good night for that. But one of our other audience members here is smoking. He's got, what did you give him?
I gave him a Don Kiki green label. Yes. How do you like it, Eddie? We got a special friend that's leaving us, and he came over for a visit. Dave, you're on. Yeah, tell us. What do you think of the Don Kiki green label?
I actually think it's a really good cigar. It's burning really well. It draws really well. It's a good taste. I'm actually very, very happy with it.
Yeah, the Kikis,
it's the first one.
The K by Karen Bergers, they are some of the best cigars.
It's a great line.
Great line.
I mean, Don Kiki started off with so many people. Do you know anything about Don Kiki there, Ryan? Have you done any talks or interviews with that line?
I have not. I know who Karen is. I know the name. I know Karen Berger. I know the name, but no, I have not. There's so many cigars out there.
Yes, there are.
I mean, my gosh, you throw a dart at a wall, you're gonna hit 5 of them. I mean, it's and that's part of the hard stuff too. Is I'm sure you guys get contacted by a lot of, hey, I'd like to come on, and next thing you know, you're looking into like who makes their cigars, and I've been fortunate enough, like you guys, I know you guys are, but I've been fortunate enough as well to be able to kind of build up a lot of friends in the industry enough to be able to just reach out and text them and go,
we're back.
Hey, is this legit? And, hey, there you go. You guys
we get apologies all around, but the internet is finicky.
Yes.
Yes. Before you continue, we like to let you know we get a lot of exclusives, lots of exclusives of all kinds. We have one tonight.
This is a big one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Nicaragua, just in, our brother Kirk has just notified us that he has just notified us
he is pregnant.
That he and his wife is pregnant.
Wow.
Hey, cheers.
All right, Kirk.
Salud, Kirk and Carmen.
And they said you couldn't do it.
Boy, you must have a lot of blue pills to keep that going. There, brother.
The nice thing about being a guy is you literally can just lay there. Anyways,
Well, with his back, he probably did. We'll talk to him off air. You can let us know, how was it done?
That'll be for the late show.
was it a hard process or?
Oh, it was hard, and it was a process.
It was filling for her, apparently.
I will imagine so. There's a lot of seamen looking around. I don't know, man. They're floating.
Oh boy, here we go. Like, listen,
Off the rails. Here we go.
So I got to ask, have you guys had Matt Booth on yet?
no, we haven't had Matt on.
Ooh,
Not yet.
you've got to get Booth on. You've got to get Boofy on this show. The five of you guys he came on my show a little bit ago, and Kevin Shahan of Cigar Prop was like,
Yep.
"You're going to lose control." I'm like, "Well, how do I do this?" He goes, "You just got to roll with it." So the whole show, I'm like, you know what? I'm only going to get about 3 actual questions, and then we're just going to shoot the shit the rest of the time to see what crazy alley we go down. And I tell you what, man, that's exactly what happened. We were everywhere, and he was a fantastic interview. But I'm
That's
actually
good.
smoking the Mi Querida Tricky Traca,
The
6
tricky
by
chocolate,
48,
nice.
the Saka side.
Nice.
Ah,
You that watched my interview,
Yes.
6 by 48, the Saka.
The sock.
very nice.
Yeah, and
Very
and
nice.
you can get that at Dunbarton Tobacco.
Yes,
Oh
you
yes.
can.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can't get it at Dumbarton
No.
Tobacco. You could get it from Dumbarton, meaning that they go to brick and mortar, or you're very great smoking and Abe. You can get them there. We love it. Corona cigars. I mean,
Absolutely.
listen,
Anyway.
these are some great retailers, and obviously Steve is producing a great stick no matter what.
Oh,
We can't get our hand. We're still waiting on the Stillwell.
Oh man.
We're still waiting on it. Corona's they're waiting on shipment. Me and Box are getting a box of each of them, and we're waiting. And we're like, oh my God, we need to get this cigar in our possession.
4
because-
cigars, not 1. 4.
Four boxes, one of each style.
Each
Right.
style, yeah.
Oh, so you guys bought 4 boxes?
Yeah.
We're trying.
Actually,
Well,
They're still waiting on them.
No
We're still
wonder
waiting.
why you guys have a lot of sponsors.
well, they like us. They like us. But we were at Vegas, and that's where Steve. We actually sat down. We had a fantastic interview with him, and that's where he actually put out the Stillwell for us, and we all smoked them. And
the first in that interview is when Steve Saka actually smoked a pipe on our interview.
Yes.
He's never done that.
He's actually
on
a pipe
any
smoker.
other show.
He is. So which ones? Which still? I've had the Bayou and the Aromatic. I actually smoked the Aromatic when he came on. Which ones have you guys had?
I had the Navy
The
flake.
Navy, the Navy was awesome.
Yeah, that was really.
The
And
English,
Virginia was good. The Perique had some Perique.
I had
Yeah,
3
more
out.
Perique.
I can't remember the one I didn't have.
So little
Kyle,
fun-
do you have the English?
I had the Navy and the
Oh, yeah, the Navy. Oh,
and,
okay.
and then I think Ron had the English
I
and
had 3 of
the Bayou, I believe.
And another one. There's 4 of them. I don't remember the names of them all.
Ronnie can't remember his own name.
So fun fact about the Stillwell stars that I'll give your show, because Saka was gracious enough to tell me the numbers on them. He only gave me 2 reasons for the numbers. One of them is aromatic number 1, because he thinks that's going to be the number 1 cigar of the 4. The Navy is his boat number when he was in the Navy.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And he won't give out the other 2. He says he's going to maybe do some sort of a contest or some sort of that or the other for the other 2. But I thought that was pretty cool. He incorporated his boat number into the Navy number.
That is cool.
That is very cool.
The guy's
That is very
genius. I mean, I don't mean, the guy just knows how to market and he knows how to blend. I mean, he really is incredible in the industry. I mean, everything he's put out, guys. I mean, we've had everything we smoked from Saka has been like a home run, grand slam style.
Lights out. It's just
Absolutely.
lights out. I mean, when you have that kind of quality, what I love about Steve is the attention to detail. And that, I think, is where that's the tires meet the road, and he shines right there because he is so finicky. I'm using a wrong
There you
word.
go, finicky. Okay.
He is so picky and so finicky about when he releases the damn cigar. No cigar will be released before it's time, and that's truly Steve.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It'll sit there and it'll age longer because he's puts on it. He's like, no, I'm not going to send it.
But it starts even before that. Just his attention to detail, as you said, just in his choice of leaves.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it starts there. If he doesn't have the right leaf, that's it. He's not making it. He's going to wait. He's going to wait.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I even told that to Steve. I'd be very honest, and I said this to Steve before the show. I love pipes because my granddad smoked a pipe.
No, we're all pipe smokers too.
Yeah. I'm not like a huge pipe cigar person. Most of them I've not had, like, I don't know. Most of them I've had just kind of taste like a better version of a Black and Mild. And I won't get into any names of them. But the Stillwell Star for me honestly brought me back to like my granddad's pipe. It was just enough pipe tobacco in it that it was more off of the foot smoke. I felt the pipe more than necessarily drawing it in and blowing it out.
Yes.
Obviously, you had the complex flavors of the pipe, but you felt more of the pipe off the foot, in my opinion.
I agree.
And the room note alone, was spectacular.
I got almost choked up when I smoked the Bayou because it made me go right back to 10 years old with my granddad smoking a pipe right next to me in his living room, and just made me feel like a kid again. And I told you, I said, thank you for that. That was awesome.
Right.
That is definitely a must line for every cigar humidor that even in your own. All four of them is definitely fantastic. And if you're a pipe smoker, you really will enjoy this. I mean, most are crisscross smokers. Some pipes don't want to try a cigar, but I'm telling you, this line is for everyone, and it's just unbelievable. We smoked there. We sat in front of him, right, Bob, guys? Yep. We sat in front of him. We told him straight out, Steve, you got a winner here. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. You sure? It's like he really was second guessing this.
Well,
and we were like, man, I'm telling you, this is the closest. This is what the industry needed.
This is the bridge. It's the bridge.
Yeah.
And what was interesting, he wouldn't let us. He actually didn't let us smoke them. He didn't want us to smoke them. He's like, no.
Well, he didn't want to give it to us.
He didn't want to give it to us.
Jeremy is a friend of ours, and he's like, come on, give it to them. They'll appreciate it,
Because he thought they weren't ready. He's like, these are not good, guys. You're not smoking what they're going to be, so I feel bad that you're going to smoke this.
Yeah.
And he was like, guys, please don't, it's not really ready.
Yeah, he's like, there's still two heads
and
there.
we're raving about it.
We're like, holy shit. When these are ready, these are great, not ready.
Well, I thought they were fantastic. One of my buddies, Jeremy, jumped on. He did a 200, I think it was a 200 box release of each, or maybe it was 200 boxes total at a shop.
This was just, over at
was it
Cornell Deal.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 200 total. So what was that, 50 of each, or if it was 200 per? But my buddy jumped on the 5-packs, and he was kind enough to let me buy one of them, one of each off of him.
Nice.
And no, they were absolutely fantastic. Big fan.
Well, apparently they're hard to get because I saw on smokingpipes.com. Steve has got videos that's links right on the website there. And so I said, okay, let me see what they want for the boxes. Sold out. It was like, wow, it just came out.
Well,
all four of them were sold out. No boxes available. There was nothing available.
Oh, this is the issue is that at the Las Vegas show, all the retailers, they bought and they sold out at the show. They sold out at the show, and now they had to wait till actually this month when it was released, and they don't have it yet already, and they're already getting out there, and now to wait for the next batch, 6 to 9 month wait. And he never expected this. Yes. So you got to be on the list right away. So if you're a brick and mortar or cigar lounge, anybody, you have got to get on the list and pre-order them. And of course, you have to wait because Steve will not put out an imperfect product. He never has. He sticks to his guns, and he doesn't. I think we were talking on your show. He doesn't take the money ahead of time because things happen. So he doesn't. He takes the order, but he doesn't want your money because he has no control of what's going on in the fields, if it's a bad crop, the transportation,
distribution part.
Distribution.
Yeah, right now. He's having a lot of.
He's had product. Drop off pallets in places that go missing.
Somewhere in Europe, the Don Jordan's were.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you never know.
We're going to Ronnie in Hawaii. Yeah. I don't know how they got to Europe.
Exactly.
So he doesn't want your money. He'll take the order, so you're in, but he will not take the money because obviously he knows best. UPS lost it for months. I just saw on the show you had on him the other day. He was just telling you about this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He just doesn't want to be in the middle where he's got to pay back the money or he can't answer for it. He takes the order, then he waits for it, and he leaves it at his shop here, get it cured, and make sure he's got everything, and then sends the order out and collects. But again, that's the guy that shows no greed as far as that, because a lot of these guys take the money, then you sit and wait, and the money's out there. He won't do that, and that's kudos to him, respect, and people appreciate that.
No, absolutely. In fact, if you guys had the opportunity to jump on Smoking and go for the Red Meat Lovers, if you haven't, there's still some left. Definitely jump over to smoking.com. That's exclusive for them. But Abe actually did a something that was brand new to the industry. He took a deposit. Wow. And he ordered exactly. And the way Saka's really big on, if you're going to try to go third party and sell this thing for 3 times, I'm just going to flood the market and completely burn you.
Correct.
So part of Abe's got that problem too, because Abe comes out with a lot of exclusives as well.
Right.
And so one of his things is he goes, the last several years, we only ordered 500 boxes. They were gone within an hour. How about we just open it up for I think it was 2 weeks for pre-order. It was $25 deposit per bundle of 10 you ordered. And he just sent out the thing a few days ago to finish paying off the rest. And he ordered a few more on there. But that was never done before. And Saka said that was absolutely perfect.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed and was able to deliver. And everybody was happy because nobody that wanted it has to go third party and get completely raked over the coals.
Right.
Well, Honest Dave knows what he's doing. He's been doing this a long time. And again, he watches how he does it and he makes sure his customer satisfaction is always top notch. He cares more about his customers than anybody out there on the distribution or the cigar 5-pack that he sends out or whatever. He's very, very high into that. And his crew and his staff know that. So again, the two of them make a great team all together. And it's great that you have people in the industry that care for the clients. And a lot of guys, unfortunately, don't do that.
I actually think there's a lot of shops out there. I've walked into several shops. I've turned around and walked out. And it wasn't because anything was bad. I mean, a cigar is here pretty much the same as long as the humidor is okay as the one down the road. But it was the mentality of that person. When you ask them, why do you have, because I like it. It was never because, I sell a bunch. It was always because I like it. And I feel that there are several shop owners that I can think of that really cater their humidor to what they like. And in my opinion,
big mistake.
Out a lot of business. Out in a lot of business.
Absolutely. You're in business to sell a cigar. Okay, you might bring in what you like, but you got to look at what your clientele wants.
Sure, carry what you like.
That's what they're coming in for. And if you don't have it, they go into the next guy. So you're selling to them. I mean, you're not going to sit there and smoke every single cigar yourself just because you like it. You're not making money that way.
I mean, the key
just now listening to the customer.
Well, the key is the customer at that point. And usually a good customer is one that comes and asks questions and also says, hey, do you carry this cigar? If not, why not? Because it's a great stick. Can you bring in a box? I'm sure I'll be buying it from you. And customers will give you that kind of feedback. So you have to listen as a shop owner to your customers and what they're looking for.
Yeah, what are they requesting?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what you like is fine. Keep boxes for yourself.
Right.
Sure.
But supply and demand. What are they asking for? Give it to them.
And here's a perfect example. I could think of 3 cigar brands or 4 that are in every humidor that are just legacies that are bought.
You have to have those.
Padron,
Fuente, Cristo, and H. Upman. All right, those are 4 legacy brands that are pretty much in every humidor, big or small. But then it's the other stuff that you bring in. It's the Espinosas, it's the Protocols, it's the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. It's the other stuff, in my opinion, that actually kind of is more of a filler, because there's a lot of guys that'll go in and buy boxes of Patrons because that's all they smoke. And I just think that that's a huge waste of space to only have, those major brands or legacy brands.
Absolutely.
Plus, a lot of people can't afford a box of Padron.
Right.
So they're looking for something else.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
It's a high-end cigar.
I think, you have to have the right mix in your humidor as a shop owner. You have to have entry-level sticks where everyone can afford, and an everyday stick for people who don't want to spend, $10+ on a cigar. They might want to buy your bundles or things like that. So be cognizant. Obviously, if you're in a very affluent area, then you're going to obviously carry cigars that are $20, $30 a stick. The Davidoff.
Sure, for sure.
Exactly. It makes sense, right? But,
so let me ask you guys: Are you guys bundle smokers?
Oh, we'll smoke anything, really, as long as it.
Anything. Wait a minute. Frank keeps a constant supplies of White Owls here.
No.
Anything you send to me free, I smoke.
Anything free, I smoke.
Right.
I should have prefaced it.
Time is money. Take it away, Frank. Hold on, right?
Cigar Prop started off as one item, a simple cigar rest born out of necessity. Over the years, Cigar Prop has morphed into something greater. Cigar Prop is now a brand, a journey, a way of life. It has become known as Prop Style. That simple cigar rest has turned into a whole line of cigar accessories, apparel, and even a weekly live show called the I Tap That Cigar Show. So remember, make sure you give your cigars the props they deserve, but more importantly, remember to live Prop Style. Johnny D. Teas out of Lakeville, Illinois are a veteran-owned company that take great pride in their work. Their goal is not to fulfill one order, but to earn all future orders by offering the best products at unbeatable prices. Ask any of their repeat customers and they'll tell you their quality is always the highest and their prices are always the lowest. Shop any Veterans Collection and 25% of the proceeds will be donated back to the veterans of foreign wars or the American Legion.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes, we grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Specializing in tobacco pipe refurbishment and sales, Briar 911 buys and sells all kinds of pipes from a single pipe to entire collections. Our services include stem repair, replacement, deoxidation, and sanitization, reaming, cleaning, and bowl sanitizing, shank crack repair, buffing, and waxing. We make sure that each pipe is ready to smoke once it leaves our shop. For more info, contact us via Facebook at Briar 911.
We're back.
Yeah, here we are.
Well, let me preface that. We smoke anything that's free. Will we smoke it again? Maybe not, if it's not so good. But, listen, we do smoke bundles. I know I do. Bob does. Ron does. Kyle. We all do. I mean, again, we can't smoke 5 cigars a day and it be $10 sticks, or you'd be broke basically. So
but here's the thing though too, for me, like, I can't sit and smoke the same cigar day after day after day. I get bored with it.
You get bored.
I'm like, no, my taste bud. I'm like that with food too. I can't eat the same thing over and over and over again because I get bored with it. So like, my taste buds need a little juice to it. They need a little excitement for it. I can't do anything like that. So I'm always
I could eat like tomahawk steaks and lobster every day for the rest of my life.
It will be a short life.
It will be.
You say that now, Bob, but I bet you after like week 3 of eating it the same thing over and over, you'd be like, I just want to.
I don't know. I take the Bubba Gump approach on steak. There's like 1,000 different ways you could change it up, and I'll make it good.
That's true.
And knowing Bob,
but see, now you're changing it. It's not the same thing.
In the butter,
yeah.
He like tastes it a little.
The steak too, everything. Just smother it.
See, and that right there, you're changing the taste profile of it. So you're changing it how it's going to react on your taste buds.
It's true.
You're changing it every day, so I mean, but still eating the same thing.
So speaking of food, I've got to. If I stood up, you guys would totally be like, "Wow, he's a foodie." But
don't ask Ronnie to stand up. There's not enough room on the screen.
It's number 4.
So boy, you guys, I'm smoking a Cajun turkey. I just put the brine in tonight.
Oh, nice! I'm making my brine.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Guess what I'm making?
Tomahawk steaks.
No, I'm making. My mom used to make capon. Now, you know what capon is? Most people won't even know what capon is. Capon is actually chicken. It's a chicken, but it's kind of special because it's basically a castrated rooster.
Oh, yes. They are not cheap.
No, it's twice the cost of turkey, but
well, apparently it's throwing the money in, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Well,
castrated rooster.
So I think he's the one collecting the money from the sponsors.
No, Ronnie does that. He's got that. I let Ronnie handle the money. I'll handle the capon.
Frank's got those offshore accounts. Nobody knows about those offshore accounts.
I've got my Swiss accounts. Like capon.
Islands and stuff, he's got
brine it?
Yes, I am going to brine it like a citrus brine, like a navel orange, some obviously salt, all the good stuff, bay leaf.
I tell you
this,
other herbs. By far the best turkey I've ever had is deep fried turkey. Love deep fried turkey.
Oh, well, you could deep fry the shoe. I mean, I tell you what, I watch cooking videos. One of my favorite is this guy named Malcolm Reed for how to barbecue right. And if they're thin, I don't trust them. I just move.
Right.
If I'm looking for a chef, I want somebody thin and in shape. If I'm looking for somebody at this outdoor barbecue, I want the belly hanging over. If they don't have a Dunlap, I don't know what a Dunlap is.
Yeah.
I don't have a Dunlap.
He's got to have the Dunlap, and he's got to have the sweat towel on his shoulder.
Don't forget.
Absolutely. The suspenders.
Well, you have to have
and a bottle of beer.
The suspenders and the belt in case one of them gives out.
Yeah.
Right.
Backup plans.
We got off the show. Wait, let's talk to Ryan about his show. How about talking about your show?
Well, we're getting there. These are all things that I'm sure he does on his show. He has to.
Oh, yeah. I just have a good time. I mean,
exactly.
I do Rocky Mountain Cigar Show. I'm on here to have a great time. This is the rare time where I have to plan nothing. So this is great.
We never do that either.
Well, Bob never plans.
Wait.
Ronnie plans. Kyle.
We didn't plan this.
I did.
Ronnie reached out to me. I think I had like 4 shows. And Ronnie's like, "You want to come on?" I'm thinking to myself, like, "Sure." I don't know if I'll be around then, but sure, yeah, I'll be on.
I can spot talent. So, how are you doing it? How you having fun with your show? How's everything going?
Man, I tell you, one of my favorite people in the world Sean, who owns Smoking Cave Cigar Lounge in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He really put his arm around me. He opened up all of his contacts. He put me, I would say half of my guests or more are just out of his contacts, where he was just like, hey, reach out to him, talk. Like Espinoza, he was how I met Espinoza. Now, you know, we're pretty good friends as well. And then from there, you just meet so many other people. But honestly, I'm having a great time. I was so bored with life when I was in COVID last year and working from home. And I was just like, you know what? I need to vent. I need an area to get out. I watch a lot of cigar review shows. I'm like, my palate's pretty good. It's gotten so much better. I'm like, my palate's pretty good. I'll just get on and, you know, if somebody finds it fun, I thought, you know, it's like, oh, 1 subscriber. And it's not my mom. Yes!
We got another one.
Oh shit! It was my wife. No, but no, honestly, I'm having a great time. Everybody is so nice. The interviews have been great, and what's really fun for me is, you know, I'm just a person, but I go to my lounges and like people are walking up to me going, "Hey, I know you, Rocky Mountain Cigar Show," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." You know, I don't even know how to respond because I don't know. Like it's weird the first time that you're recognized, and I'm not even saying I'm anything big.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kevin from Cigar Props, umpteen times bigger than me, but like it's nice when you like. I went to an event that my local lounge Smoking Cave had, and there was probably 300 people there, and it's probably about 40 people walked up to me, and I'm sitting there with my friends. If I didn't have my friends with me, nobody would believe me that anybody were like, "Hey, I know you." But my friends were like, "I cannot believe people just keep walking up to you like, I know you. I watch your show." And so like it's just fun. It really, the cigar community.
It really is.
Yeah. One of our big fans, Bruce Stark, he put this up. He's out of Detroit, and Karen Berger and a good buddy Bruce Bush were out there. He had to stay home, and he wanted to go to these events because he had COVID. So, you know, it's sad because COVID has impacted a lot of folks.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just something that it opened up a weird door for a lot of us to do these podcasts in a way that made it, you know, I think we bring, if all we do is brings people some joy on a Tuesday night or whenever they decide to watch, you know, that's all that matters, because we have fun doing this. This isn't a job for us. This is fun. This is something that we enjoy. We share this commonality of smoking some tobacco, however it is, in a pipe form, in a cigar form, whatever.
It's the brotherhood of the leaf.
Exactly. And we're all part of it. You know,
absolutely. And like when I was getting going, like before even Abe came on as a sponsor, and now Drew Estate is a sponsor of mine. Thank you so much, Jack, if you're watching. Love you, brother. And so like, but even before that, people are like, why are you doing this? Like, it's taking you hours a week. You go and you smoke a cigar for 2 hours. You do 2 hours of editing. Like, why? And I'm like, it's fun. I don't need anything from it.
It's a passion, right?
And it's addicting, and it's not because of the nicotine. Just this whole life is addicting.
Exactly.
Everything about it. Because here's what I've noticed from the lounges I've been fortunate enough to go to. The wealthiest guy at the lounge sits next to potentially the poorest guy at the lounge.
That's true.
They both smoke a cigar. They have a conversation. Everyone's on an equal field.
Absolutely.
Yep. Always.
And
you know what?
What cigar smoking brings to everyone.
Absolutely, because that's that commonality, and no one feels, and actually everyone is really helpful with anyone else. It's like they see you smoking something. Hey, what are you smoking? And then it's like, hey, have you ever tried this? And you're like, oh, I never even thought of that. And all of a sudden you're having this conversation about life in general, and you're like, wow, that was like a spiritual moment that we just had, because all of a sudden we're talking about life and things that happen. And we're like, wow, there's no animosity. No one's ever pissed off at a cigar lounge. No.
Absolutely. And
everyone,
in fact,
it's on an equal playing field. It really
absolutely.
is.
I equate cigars to adult baseball cards. Everyone's just trading. Like, try this.
Right.
You go to a lounge with 5, you walk out with 8. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I
you're short of
smoked 2,
somebody
how did I
3.
walk out with 8? You know, like it's just there's just, you know, I was sitting next to a guy at a lounge and I was smoking a Casabella. It was my 3rd cigar of the day. Didn't want to have anything expensive. It was just a bundle. And the guy's like, you know what? You're sitting next to me in the lounge. I want you to smoke something better. Here. And he hands me a really nice Oliva. And I'm like, okay, absolutely.
Nice.
I put that down, smoked the Oliva. And I've done that to people as well. Hey, you got to try this. Hey, you got to try this. And it's just, it's like I said, it's like baseball cards for adults, for cigars.
It is.
Just keep
It
trying.
really is.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
definitely.
No, it's all good. That's the whole part of the world, and that's what we've been doing here for a few years ourselves. And every week, having somebody different on, and it's great to hear their story and what's happening in the industry, because you learn a little bit from everybody. And
absolutely.
And again, it's a lot of fun, you know. And,
yeah, I mean, look at last week. We had Sean Williams on from Cohiba, the brand ambassador, and it was just a great interview. And
fascinating story.
Fascinating story.
Really
and what was really amazing is that, you know, here we are having a great time. And I put up a picture of a montage that I created of his coach from college, Grambling, and his ring, his championship ring. And he actually had a moment there where he was just crying. And it was an emotional moment, and it brought him back, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this! Oh, that's so unreal that you guys did this." And it's those moments that you cherish because we're all human, and you know, having that sense of tying to something that matters to you in life is really what this is all about. In the end,
absolutely, I completely agree with you. I mean,
and we try to make the show as if we're sitting in a cigar lounge,
right?
Mimicking what you just said, just hanging out, talking as if we're in a lounge together, and knowing each other's history and personal stories. And we don't know the backgrounds, but we have a lot of good time with it. As you can see, we goof on each other. It's part of our shtick to say, and we have.
No, we don't.
You know,
we only goof on Ronnie.
so let me ask you, did the brand ambassador get into the history of Cohiba?
He got into we didn't get into the history of Cohiba because that has a checkered.
Well, you do know that Cohiba was started by Fidel,
right?
Yes,
of course.
Yes.
Yeah, it was his security guard.
Yes,
it was his security guard that brought him the cigars that led him to the roller.
Yeah,
and then they created Cohiba like that. I even asked this. So George Rico is obviously, you know, Cuban. And I asked him this bluntly on the show. If it wasn't for Fidel Castro, would cigars be what cigars are? And I prefaced it by saying, if the manufacturers, the Plasencias, the rest of them, they didn't just scatter, would we have the cigars we have today?
No.
Probably no.
And that he goes, you know, I've never thought about it like that. Fidel Castro, with all of the nasty stuff and negatives that he did, the only positive thing he ever did in his life, in my opinion, was chase everybody out of the country. And now we have these wonderful cigars from Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican, and everywhere. And
the seeds populated every other country.
Absolutely. You know?
No, you're right. Absolutely. It is kind of a weird phenomena from a dictator who was not a very nice person. Came this crazy love that everybody has, you know, and hey, good things happen from bad things.
Now, are you guys Cuban cigar smokers?
I smoked some Cubans back in the 90s. This was
Cuban. I used to smoke them pre-embargo, but
well, that's when Bob was in his early 50s. In his early 50s, you know, back in the 1960s,
1952. You know, yeah, indeed, he came out with a smoke. But Ryan, tell us a little more about your show, and then we're going to get to our other segment called Smoke the Chooch.
So, I've got a lot of fun things lined up. I'm booked for the rest of the year, which I'm only doing a couple of weeks into December. And I noticed that you guys actually have Badass Motherfuckers, one of your.
Yes.
Am I allowed to- am I- okay.
Mother effers.
Mother effers.
Yeah, okay.
Mother
It's
effers.
a podcast. Don't
I didn't
worry
know-
about it.
I didn't know if this was a kid's show or not.
It is. He's just there writing.
We do have an underage person, Kyle.
So
I
Ish is
just turned
actually,
18, so it's okay.
Ish is coming on my show in January. So
Great.
Okay.
very, very happy for that. And I'm actually booking into Q1 of next year. I try to book about 3 months out. Just kind of give myself some time. And no, just I'm dropping it down to 1 review a week. Not doing anything this week, of course, and not doing anything for the last 2 weeks of December. No reviews, no show. Just kind of taking that month off, going in, doing a little bit of traveling, beginning of January, going down to see the in-laws in Georgia. But after that, I come back and I'll be hitting back up with 1 review a week plus my live show. 2 reviews a week at a live show with a 5-month-old is a little hard.
Yes.
Taxing, yes.
It's hard to justify. I do this for a living, babe. I've got to go out and smoke a cigar. And she's like, and she'll, my wife. I couldn't live the way I live if my wife has made me a better person. And I would not be who I would be today without her in my life. So I say this jokingly, but
remember, keep a screwdriver in your back pocket in case you got to get that window open, sneak back in.
but in all seriousness, my wife looks at me now and she'll be like, "You didn't do a review this week. Go home." And I'm like,
wow, thank you.
I get to go smoke a cigar. Okay,
That's the honeydew list, man. That's the honeydew list.
Absolutely. And my wife will watch a Hallmark movie while I'm smoking a cigar, doing a review. And so, no, it's a lot of fun. Behind every successful man is a strong, successful woman.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
And I like I said, my wife reminds me when I need to do things for my show. And to me, that makes me awesome.
Oh, yeah, just read.
I just read this. I got to put this up.
Yes,
Bruce goes, my wife made me a better person, too. She left in 2006.
And it's good that you found that out, Bruce.
Well, at least it wasn't too late, Bruce. You found out early.
No, but no, this, like doing shows with you guys, like this is great. I being able to come on a show like yours, being able to go on other shows is just it just is a lot of fun. The community that I kind of dove into, and I think from when I watched other shows that have been on longer, I dove into this thing pretty quick. But I have a sales background, I have a marketing background. I'm good at getting my foot through the door, and that's like the thing that people ask me the most. That people have been doing their show longer than mine would reach out to me like, how did you get Steve Saka on? I literally just text back. I asked him.
If you don't ask,
what do you
mean?
Not gonna come on. you just asked him to come on? Like, how do you get these people? You just ask them. They're all nice. Like, they're all regular people.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, we've been doing this for several years now,
and most of the time they're happy to come on.
They love the show.
They want to come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
They love talking about their product. They love talking about their business. They love talking about themselves.
Yeah.
It's the best time for people.
Hey, I got to ask you, on December 7th, we've got a big show, and I hope you can promote the daylights out of it. It's going to be an FDA special with Dr. Gabby Kafie, Dr. Garo, and Dr. Oscar Rodriguez of GTO. It is going to be a serious show. The 3 doctors all own cigar lines, and they're going to be talking about the actual science, the true research of the smoke and cigar. So they're going to go and really combat the FDA, because March 18th is the big announcement from the FDA, and the 2 big leading scientists literally hate tobacco. So if you can promote it and maybe share it with all your listeners, we need to get the word out here big time to save the smoke.
Absolutely. Would you send me a promo over? I'll promote it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's important. It's important to anybody who smokes. I mean, this is they're trying to stamp all tobacco out of this country, and we can't allow this.
Little Dickie Durbin is trying to put in. He's trying to put in a
Durbin.
He's trying to put in a 500 to 1,000% tobacco tax. Like, okay, first off, I'll say this because it's your guys' show. I despise most government agencies. ATF sounds like a convenience store. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. It does not sound like a fun, government thing. Food and Drug Association should never have anything to do with tobacco. No. In my opinion,
agriculture, Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, but if it's not hurting anyone,
exactly.
It's
big pharma. It's big pharma and insurance, buddy. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Those are those are the lobbyists. Those are the people who pay big time for whatever they want in our beautiful government setup. But it is for another show. But
it is.
Eye on that. Can you stay on, Ryan? Because we're going to do
I'm here all night, guys.
We're going to do some commercials, and then we're going to come back and do our segment, which I think will make you laugh, called Smoke the Chooch.
Chooch!
Take it away.
On small farm, nestled along a river in southern Honduras, grows an estate-grown tobacco so exceptional. Stop, please. No moss. This is Dan Blunt for Alec Bradley Cigars. Some copywriter handed this to me, expecting me to read it. Good Lord. Do me a favor. Pick up an Alec Bradley cigar. Light it up. Spend an hour with it. You'll be glad you did. We'll talk again real soon.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic. Troianiello Cigars, created by cigar enthusiast Michael Troianiello of Scranton, PA, prides itself in offering top-notch cigars not only to the Pennsylvania market, but worldwide. Troianiello Cigars is a proud maker of premium hand-rolled cigars, with a wide range of premium cigars, flavored cigars, and accessories. You're sure to find what you're looking for.
And we're back.
We are again.
And we're back. And it's time to...
Hold on. Time out.
Smoke.
Right.
What happened?
Man,
time out. What time out? It's time to play.
Give away, Frank.
Yes, I know, but it's time to play.
Okay.
Oh, we're giving something away again tonight?
We are giving away an Algerian pipe there from our great sponsors, RnA Treasures in Tampa, Florida. Fantastic, brand new, beautiful bowl. That is the giveaway for this evening, and it's a great smoke for all you pipe smokers, man. It's got a nice.
What is that bowl there, Frank?
Oh, that's a nice bowl.
That's a first knuckle deep there,
and it goes a little further. I got
first knuckle deep. Ronnie's fingers getting stuck in the bowl again.
Well, those big sausage fingers of his.
And then don't be a chooch. Smoke the chooch.
There you go.
That's it. So it's all about the chooch here.
Are we giving away a T-shirt too?
No, we're going to give the pipe away tonight, Bob.
Okay.
All right, Frank, take it away.
All right, let's see. I know that you guys, since we are in Thanksgiving week, I thought it was important to have some questions that are Thanksgiving related. So, Ryan, please feel free to answer because those other two guys, we're having a little dimming of the lights. I think that they're trying to pull the hook, getting us off.
I think so.
Stand dry.
It's usually a time to get off the
That's
air.
usually the way they work it. I think it's my wife inside lowering the dimmer, saying, time to come in, guys. All right, first question.
I still think, Frank, that there's a neighbor that has a light switch in his house that he doesn't know that does, and he just keeps putting it on and off on you.
Well,
I wonder what this switch does.
All right, the first question for all you chooches is, which Indian tribe taught the Pilgrims how to cultivate the land and were invited to the Thanksgiving meal? What Indian tribe was it? I'll give you a multiple choice because I know none of you. Because I know none of them know.
Oh, that's really giving things.
I know,
away.
but they don't know.
C. The answer's C.
It's always C.
I think
A.
F.
The Apaches.
Yourself.
No, okay, the Apaches 1, 2.
Which one?
The Apaches.
The Apaches are 1.
They were west.
2. Cherokee. That's 3. 2.
3 or 2.
The Wampanoag. Which one?
Great. Wampanoag. That sounds Australian.
Wampanoag. Very good, guys. The Wampanoag. Exactly. Very well done. This one you're not getting multiple choice. Sorry. How many calories on average does an average person consume during Thanksgiving dinner? How many calories? Ronnie, think about your intake.
Oh my God.
3,500.
6,000.
The correct answer is very close to Ronnie, but it's even higher. 4,500 calories in one sitting.
But that's a normal portion, Ronnie.
That's
not yours.
Ronnie does 8,000 or 9,000. Ronnie is good for 9,000 calories. That's why he sleeps for a month after Thanksgiving.
So I tell you what, I tell you
Sometimes a
what,
tryptophan, but
I'm probably over that myself because I'll take like a couple pieces of turkey and like a bowl of gravy.
Oh yeah.
Look at Dave says it. 4,500. Dave got it right on the money.
Right.
And of course, Bruce got the Wampanoag because Bruce is usually on the ball.
He's always good.
He's always good. Bruce is always good. Jose was close. Jose, Iroquois. I like Dave's. The Iroquois. No, Dave, you didn't get that one.
Somebody, the Mohawks. The Mohawks.
All right, here's a good one. I don't know. I don't think any of you have got this, but you never know. I might be wrong. A male turkey is called what? A male turkey, guys.
Chump.
Tom.
A dead one.
It's a Tom turkey.
Tom.
Oh,
Tom.
Kyle.
There you go. Hey, they got Kyle and also Ryan. They both got that one. I'll give you one more before we go to the audience. How's that?
All right. Bruce is ready again. He's listening to Alexa.
The Turkey Talk Line receives over 100,000 calls every season. This company is an underrated Thanksgiving superhero. They explain at least 100,000 people why their turkey isn't turning out as they expected.
Oh, Butterball. I don't know.
Butterball, the Butterball Turkey Talk Line.
Wow.
Yep.
Not bad. You see, there's something there, guys.
There is something there. There is something.
When it comes to food, Ronnie will have the answer.
Ronnie may have the answer. Anything food related, Ronnie does know. You know, that is true. So now this is going to be
from a mile away.
Food is how I pick my vacations.
Ooh,
Everyone's like, I want to go to the beach. I'm like, I want to go to that restaurant.
Exactly. I'm with you, Ryan. I look for the restaurant first.
That was the whole reason I went down to New Orleans. I went to New Orleans for the food. That was a big one right there.
Absolutely.
Freaking Cajun
At
food.
breakfast, I'm talking about dinner already. You know, I want to know what's up.
Yeah, I got that jambalaya.
Boy, we had some great Cajun food last week. There's a place over here, authentic Cajun food, man. It was delicious. Was it good?
It was good. It was
I
good.
had Cajun turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
All right. So
how many pound turkey?
16.
Nice.
And that's for me. I don't know what anybody else is eating.
Yeah. What's everybody else eating? That would be Ronnie.
Oh man. Pipe here, guys.
What What was the biggest turkey?
Oh yeah, one last question. Well,
Oh,
here's
here
a
we
good
go.
one.
Here's a
What
good
was
one.
the Guinness World Book for the largest turkey ever?
75.
Hold on.
What?
Is that
100 pounds.
hold on, real quick. Is that pre-skinned or is that
Oh,
live?
good question.
Oh no,
alive.
that's still alive. Still alive.
I would
Right.
say 50 pounds.
86 pounds.
I said 75.
That turkey obviously didn't move a lot.
No.
That's a good sized dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Yes.
And you know, here's a good one too. Can turkeys fly?
They could roost. They roost every morning in the trees.
If I
But
throw
think
off the building, he will.
I think they more or less glide.
When they see you come in with the hatchet, they move.
Actually, wild turkeys do fly. It's the rest of them that don't. They've never.
Yeah, the 85-pounder ain't moving.
You know,
He barely walks.
real quick.
got weak
My
ankles.
uncle is a retired game warden in Vero Beach, Florida. And I was probably 12, and he woke me up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We're going turkey hunting. I was like, shit, yes. And no idea. We get over to his friend's house. He's raising turkeys. He throws me a hatchet. He goes, go grab the biggest one in there. We're going hunting. I'm like, and him and my dad laughed as I'm like, you know.
Did you have to take it and cut off its head?
Oh yeah, he threw the head right at me, and
Did the turkey run around after its head was cut?
So what he actually did is he tied a rope around one of the legs, and as I chopped, he pulled and kind of tossed the bird a little bit. So as he tossed it, it was still doing this, but no, we didn't let it run around. But no, I think it would have.
No, they do, because I had neighbors growing up as a kid in their backyard. They used to kill chickens, and I went back there. He had just killed the
Oh, yeah,
chicken.
they run around without the head.
Run around. A chicken without a head is true.
I've seen
They
that.
really do.
They run, man. They keep going.
I've seen that with chickens. My granddad raised chickens, and every time they would get a new rooster, we would always have chicken and dumplings, because the old roosters would jump up and try to hit Granny and I as we would go in for the eggs. Granny carried a stick and swatted it one time, and it came up and it's kind of scratched my back a little bit. Next thing I know, Granddad came home and Granny looks at him and she goes, "Oh, you go outside." And I just heard boom. And the next thing you know, we're picking a chicken and eating it for dinner.
There you go. They knew better. That's all good. Good stuff.
All right, this is for the prize. This is for the prize.
For the pipe, guys. Kyle and I are on Facebook looking for the answer.
All right. Let's see. And the question is,
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, and let's see who's going to get this. How many feathers are on a turkey? And look at that turkey. We're introducing him on the segment right now. That turkey smoking a pipe will be part of our show now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. And we're going to have prizes where people can name our turkey, and that's him. But how many feathers are on a turkey, folks?
Taquino.
Kyle, run the music. Where's my dude?
Harry says 0. Dave says 1,000. 6,000. Keep it going, guys. Come on.
Keep
you
it
don't
going.
yet. Music's almost over. Where's Jose?
Where's Jose? Jose, where's Jose on the average turkey?
Come on, Bruce.
I bought mine bald.
1,200 per day.
Bruce, come on.
Wait, I gotta put some of these things on here. I bought mine bald. 3,500 is close, Bruce.
Oh.
Nine feathers is good. 0 is better. I mean, listen, you guys. Listen, nobody wins tonight, but you know what the answer is? The answer is 3,500 feathers on an average size turkey.
Bruce has it.
Bruce had it. Oh, he was right. 35.
Bruce
Look at that, Bruce.
I
You
knew
did
Bruce
hit
would
it.
pull through again.
Look at Bruce,
Bruce gets it
3,500.
again.
I
Wow.
thought it was I thought Bruce said 3,000. No, it was Dave that said 3,000.
3,000.
Okay.
Wow, Bruce does it again.
Sitting home with COVID, he figured it all out.
Him and Alexa.
But you gotta say, outside of the goatee, the turkey looks a little like Bob.
I know, right? I mean, the turkey, it does look like Bob. I mean, it does.
It does.
There you go. Retired Bob is the new turkey.
Well, I figured we're talking turkey tonight, so we had to have turkey talk. So, this is the way we roll here on the show.
All right, so I got a question.
Go ahead.
What's everyone's favorite side?
Oh, side dish? Yams. Yams with brown sugar.
I just love stuffing. Wet
Stuffing.
Just stuffing, man. Stuffing and the gravy.
Yeah.
I could do without the bird altogether.
But I don't like bread. I don't like bread stuffing. I like sausage and meat stuffing. A nice meat hearty stuffing.
I don't want to eat bread.
No.
bread.
I'm not in prison.
Bruce says green bean casserole.
Gary,
Green bean dessert. Dessert is good.
A bold dessert for Gary. Anyway, what else? Great show,
Happy
fellas. Thanks for hosting.
yes.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. You have a safe one. Enjoy yourselves. Ryan, I hope you had a good time. Thank you very much for taking the time out and joining us on our show. And we wish you all the best with your show. Hey, what's the baby's name, by the way? What's her name?
Kyla Christine Miller. And in fact, let's see if I can't. Let's see if I can't do this. Hold on.
Let's see if we can get a close. It's always good to have. Children get ratings. Oh wow! She obviously gets her looks from her mom.
She definitely don't look Greek to me.
I look the least Greek in my family. My brother is like a woolly mammoth as far as like Greek. He's just covered in hair and short, bigger guy, total Greek. I'm a little taller, still a little bigger, but
you still got hair.
Yeah, I do, but not. I'm joining you guys pretty soon.
All right, yeah, you'll join the club soon.
Don't worry about it.
We did. We pushed ours down, and it came out here.
Well, now I know why you guys don't have top lights. So
yes, no, we like that soft light. We need that soft light.
Anyway,
it gets blinding over here.
Hey, for all you guys watching the show, thank you so much for having me on. I had an absolutely fantastic time. Would love to come back on anytime. And please jump over to my show, Rocky Mountain Cigar Show on YouTube. Hit subscribe, and let's blow this whole world up, guys.
All right.
Blow it up. I know. That's what we're up to.
It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, from all of us to all of you, Frank, you use your tagline. Go ahead.
As Ronnie would say, Ronnie likes. We told everybody that we're going to do a big hashtag for the next year. It's going to be light them up. But Ronnie says, keep them lit. Keep them lit. I don't understand keep them lit. We like to light them up. So let's light them up. And good night, folks, because that's the way we're showing.
Everybody, Ryan, have a great one. Congrats. Take care, everyone. Till next week.
Perdomo Taj Mahal here.
It really is.
They're stopping by. Oh, I heard about you. I smoke your cigars. I love it.
That's the short story behind how Kristoff got started. It's actually named after our son, Christopher.
We're infamous for our packaging. Everybody knows Kirk has got the best packaging, the most beautiful labels.
All your listeners out there, thank you. Be careful, be safe, and God bless you.
Long ashes and slow burns, my friend.
There you go.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful.